All right. So for the transition, let's pretend that we're in that top of the hips to bar position. Our body is pretty parallel to the ground, horizontal. You want to think of the transition as an explosive GHG sit-up. This is important because a lot of athletes will do their hips to bar and they get pretty high up in the air, but as soon as they go to transition, it's like they turn the whole lower half of their body off and they just pull the chest to the bar and forget about the butt and the legs and all these really powerful muscles we should be using to our advantage, okay? So let's visualize the GHG sit-up real quick. When you do a GHG sit-up, your legs are locked in, sitting on those pads, right? It's just your torso that's coming back and sitting up, coming back and sitting up. Well, when you sit up out of that GHG sit-up, your legs are still at that same level in the air, right? They haven't moved, they're still sitting on the pads. We want to do the same thing when we transition in the bar muscle up. When your body gets to that parallel horizontal position for your hips to bar and you go to transition, you want to keep your legs at that level to transition because that shows that your butt is still squeezed, your core is still engaged and working, and your body is still that high up in the air, making for an easier transition. If you do a hips to bar, you're really powerful, but you go to transition and then you just completely shut your lower half off, your butt goes back, your legs go down to the floor, this has all just become dead weight. And what does gravity do with dead weight? It sucks you down to the ground, which means you go to transition after this beautiful hips to bar and you go hit, Katie, why can't I do a bar muscle up, right? It's because you did a big, beautiful hips to bar, produced so much power, but then you got lazy. You have to keep your booty squeezed and your abs engaged after the hips to bar, even through the transition. Think of being tight, 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 okay? It's not tight, 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 okay, die. It's tight all the way up and over the top of the bar, all right? You can't shut your big booty off because this is our power producer. Keeping your butt tight will allow you to continue traveling vertically up and over the bar versus you shut this off, it's like cutting your motor and now half of your body is dead weight and gravity is going to get a hold of you, okay? So, point number 2, core and butt must remain squeezed through the whole thing, even when you land in front support. That's going to be another big one for a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys can do beautiful hips to bar, but I see a lot of issues with the transition, and it's because of this right here. You're squeezing your butt, you're producing your power, and then you're cutting the motor. Leave it on cruise control, keep traveling up. Okay, so that you're always rising. We just got into that point.